Colombian President Ivan Duque expressed support for the opposition, saying he rejects the, quote, dictatorship of Maduro. We call on the military and the people of Venezuela to be on the right side of history, he added. Colombia called for an emergency meeting of the Lima Group, a bloc of 14 nations dedicated to settling the Venezuelan crisis peacefully. Reporters asked Colombia's foreign minister if members of the Lima Group planned the coup, an accusation made by Maduro government.
Colombia is at the forefront of what has been happening in Venezuela from a political and diplomatic point of view to create conditions to permit our neighbor Venezuela to live in democracy and freedom again.
But Latin American nations remain sharply divided. Cuban President Miguel Díaz-Canel tweeted, "We strongly reject this coup." He accused armed groups of, quote, creating terror on the streets of Venezuela. Bolivian President Evo Morales also condemned the uprising, saying it is serving foreign interests. The president of Peru expressed support for opposition leader Juan Guaidó, but insisted any change should be brought about by the Venezuelan people without foreign interventions.
We've always said it should be the Venezuelan people's decision. We have never been in agreement with a foreign military intervention. For that, we need the people, and we are currently seeing the armed forces manifest themselves to take the road back to democracy.
Mexico expressed concern over any escalation of violence and bloodshed. Mexico is among the nations that have not recognized opposition leader Juan Guaidó.
We hope for dialogue, that human rights will be respected, and that there will be no violence in all countries of the world. But we do not intervene, because the respect for rights of others is peace.
With the world's largest oil reserves, Venezuela is also flashpoint in great power politics. The U.S. Secretary of State tweeted support for, quote, the Venezuelan people and their quest for freedom and democracy. A Russian Foreign Ministry statement condemned what it called the radical opposition, saying it, quote, once again resorted to violent methods of confrontation. Michelle Begue, CGTN, Bogotá.